Coming up on Sports Path, North takes down Hastings in Metro East boys basketball. And the White Bear Lake girls lose a close one to Roseville in Suburban East Conference action.
We'll also take a look at Matamidi boys hockey in their games against Tartan and Thief River Falls. Then we sit down with a couple of Zephyr seniors to talk about their participation in Hockey Day Minnesota. All that and more as we take you down the Sports Path.
When you give this guy that much room, he'll go bar down every time. What a skill play in front of net by Costa.
Ground ball, finds the hole up the middle.
Steps up, goes deep left side. Receiver open, count it. Touchdown, Titans! Takes a nice shot outside the goal box, and he will break the 0-0 tie. Fantastic shot by Kenloff Solon.
Giller makes a move, a good one. Opportunity here, and the Bears score! The Bears strike first.
He's at the 40. He's down to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jalen Bryan. Why not? What a beautiful run.
Maureen there fights her off the puck. Opportunity here, another sit, and a goal! Second chance effort for the Pioneers.
Put the icing on the cake, if you will, Mike. Let it go down and got to the outside and said good evening and good night.
Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new Sports Path. Sam Erickson and John Miller here as always. And John, this is a pretty exciting episode we got tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Sam. We have highlights from all over the Northeast metro area, and then we'll be capping off the show with an interview. We have the seniors from the Matamidi boys hockey team right here in studio to talk about their experience playing in the annual Hockey Day Minnesota.
Since we have so much to get to today, let's get right into it with the social media montage. And starting off a few days after our last episode of Sports Path, there were some huge upsets for your Fab 5 schools. Taking a look at Twitter, the Zephyr boys basketball team tweeted about the huge upset they pulled off against Tartan. Now, Tartan was thought of as the powerhouse in the Metro East this year with Jordan Horn leading the Titans, but Parker Fox, Shane Frost, Andy Voyen, and the rest of the Zephyrs brought them down for their first and only loss of the season.
Yeah, another huge upset coming that same week was the Matamidi boys hockey. They pulled off a huge win against the St. Thomas Academy Cadets, beating them 2-1.
And the last big upset, and possibly one of the biggest of the season, White Bear Lake boys hockey upset Stillwater 2-1. They handed Stillwater their first loss of the season. Stillwater sat atop of the Class 2A in the polls until today. The new polls are out, and your Hill-Murray Pioneers are now at the top. With so many good teams in Section 4AA, it should make the tournament very fun for us to cover here at TV19.
Yeah, moving on to some more news around the Fab 5. Tim Herman, White Bear Lake Athletic Director, tweeted about the wrestling team. Congrats to Matthew Moodking on last night's 100th wrestling win. Go Bears. That is quite an accomplishment for Matt, so congrats to him from us as well.
And next, we will see a tweet from Zach Halverson, a former TV19 employee and co-host of the show. He was watching Hockey Day Minnesota coverage on Fox Sports North and saw some of our highlights in the show. We were at the Section 4-2A championship game last year when Noah Cates had a spectacular spinorama goal that ended up making SportsCenter's top play of the night that evening, and Fox Sports used it in their coverage of Hockey Day Minnesota.
Next, we have a congratulations to hand out to the White Bear Lake cheerleading team. They competed in the national cheerleading competition and placed fourth. Go Bears.
And finally, we want to share with you a funny one here. About a month ago, Matamidi basketball star Shane Frost lost his favorite hat. The search for his hat gained some steam on social media, getting a bunch of likes and retweets. Well, he never found his original hat, but the company that sells that particular hat actually ended up sending him a brand new one. So pretty funny story there, huh?
Yeah, it's a great story there with Shane Frost, Sam. I was following that whole fiasco on Twitter and had to give a shout out to our boy Shane Frost. I tweeted at him, and that's it for social media montage. Let's get to some standings.
And with the standings, we'll start first with a look at the Metro East girls hockey standings, where we see Hill-Murray still a perfect 8-0. The Pioneers have outscored conference opponents 52-4. Abigail Barine leads the Metro East in both goals and assists for a impressive league-leading 43 points. Mahtomedi is sitting in second with 5 wins. The Zephyrs are led by Anna Broughton's team leading 10 goals. Mahtomedi finishes conference play tonight against North Tartan. And North Tartan are a little farther down in the standings as you see, but these two played a close one in their first meeting with Mahtomedi winning it 3-2.
Yeah, now we'll take a look at the Suburban East standings where we have White Bear Lake fighting it out in a very good conference. The Bears are third with 9 wins in conference after defeating Woodbury 4-0 last night. League leaders Cretin-Durham Hall are ranked 7th in Class 2A, and Mounds View is right outside the top 10. Sidney Sheeran still leads the conference in scoring with 23 goals in 22 games for the Bears. The Bears face rival Stillwater at Badness Sports Complex this Saturday at 7:30. Well, that's it for girls hockey this episode, so we'll transition over to boys hockey, and we'll start with our coverage tonight with highlights of Mahtomedi versus Tartan.
Game down at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. We had a chance to catch up with Mahtomedi head coach Jeff Poschel about how the team is living up to the high expectations of being ranked in Class A boys hockey.
I would say we're right where we want to be. We're a young team, and we're continuing to get better. So that's my litmus test. As long as we're continuing to improve, we knew we'd make some young mistakes early on, and we dropped a few games early that we probably shouldn't have. But we've been playing well as of late, and hopefully we can continue to improve.
What is the excitement level for this Saturday's Hockey Day Minnesota for your team?
Well, it's a real balancing act because obviously we have a game right in front of us tonight, and we're trying to stay focused on Tartan tonight. But Hockey Day is probably a once-in-a-lifetime, once-in-a-career kind of opportunity, and we want to try to soak it all in. I know the kids are excited, and it should be a lot of fun.
Well, as you touch on you got a game this evening. What is it going to take to beat the Tartan Titans this evening?
Well, it starts from our goal lineup. We're going to need to get good goaltending tonight. We're going to have to be sound defensively in our end and create our opportunities from that good defense. And when we get our opportunities, we're going to have to cash in. But we always seem to have a good battle with Tartan, and so it'll come down to winning those little battles and who wants it more.
Well, there you have it. A few words from Coach Poschel before the one down at St. Croix Valley Rec Center. As you see there, Mahtomedi and Tartan. Tartan would get the scoring started as Jake Betts gets in front of the net and deflects it in to make it 1-0. That came at 7:46 of the first period. Next goal comes at 3:07 of the second. Number 24, Justin Thompson skates it in past a few Mahtomedi defenders and clanks it off the far post with the backhand. Pretty beautiful goal there from Thompson to make it 2-0. Then Logan Roberts skates it in on the breakaway in the third period here in just a second. We'll see. Misses that shot, clanks off the boards, comes back to him, nifty little backhanded pass, eventually gets to a teammate. That's Thompson again. He wraps it around for his second goal of the night to make it 3-0. See goalkeeper there, Bailey Huber, a little disappointed with that one. We'll take another look as that angle was a little tough to see. See the backhand there, goes to Thompson. Thompson around the net and puts it home for the 3-0 lead. But from this point on, it would be the Sam Lindahl show at 5:36 of the third period. You see Lindahl firing it past multiple defenders. What a snipe on that one. And that was on the power play to make it 4-0. Then at 11:25 of the third, Lindahl skates it in and goes top shelf. Not sure how he popped that one up, as it looked like it went on the underside of that very top netting. His second, making it 5-0 to Tartan. And then Lindahl will finish off the hat trick. Loose puck goes to him and somehow puts it top shelf there near side. Not sure if you saw that. Very tight angle. So 3 goals for Lindahl on the night. Tartan wins at 6-0. That was back-to-back hat tricks for Sam Lindahl as he scored 4 of the game before against Park of Cottage Grove. And number 30, Bennett Pagonski, had 28 saves for Tartan in what we believe to be his first career varsity shutout. So congrats to Pagonski and to Tartan on an impressive win there against Mahtomedi. before the big showdown on Saturday night. And I think you will be taking those highlights, John, for the game between Matabena and Thief River Falls.
Yeah, let's see if Matabena can recover against Thief River Falls. So we take you to Lowell Park in Stillwater, Minnesota for Hockey Day, Minnesota. Courtesy of Fox Sports North, we got the coverage here for you. We'll take you to about 11:24 in the first period. Number 9, Nikolai Dulek centers the puck to number 19, Sam Lapadat. Lapadat scores his first goal of the season. The fans at the outdoor rink went absolutely crazy. It's a beautiful day for hockey, a great hockey atmosphere. You know, these hockey kids always like to play hockey outdoors. And then we'll take you late into the second period. Number 15, Matt Benelli, he'll skate in, and the Thief River Falls takes a good penalty on the play to stop a scoring chance there for Matabena. But Matabena, that would put them in a power play where Luke Posner gets a goal. He skates right in, he shoots side stick, puts the Zephyrs up 2-0 in the second. Look at him skating towards the Matabena fans. Those fans are just going nuts. So we're talking about the atmosphere. Great day for hockey. We got some great shots there from Fox Sports North. Now we'll see what they can do later on in the third. Thief River Falls would end up pulling their goalie. And then Luke Posner, he'll end up getting the puck. He'll shoot this one into the empty net. That puts Matabena up 3-0. His second goal of the day. Matabena, that's the end of your score. It'll be 3-0. Zephyrs win their first ever Hockey Day Minnesota game. A shutout for goaltender Josh Campbell in his first career shutout. And later in the day, Stillwater was defeated by Eden Prairie. And thanks to Fox Sports North for the footage of Hockey Day Minnesota. It's great to see one of our schools playing an outdoor game on regional television.
And with that, we'll take a look at the standings in the Metro East and see that Hill Murray is still at the top, undefeated and going on an impressive run since they tied Tartan back on December 15th. As of today, Hill Murray is currently number 1 in Class 2A. Tartan is tied with Matabena in second place with both teams on 5 wins. And after his impressive performance against Matabena, Tartan senior Sam Lindahl was named Star Tribune Player of the Week. And speaking of Fab 5 stars, our boys from North St. Paul are still lighting it up as Nathan Conroy leads the Metro East in assists and Corey Pilarski in overall points.
Yeah, now we'll take a look over in the Suburban East where we see White Bear Lake in third place. The Bears lost a close one last night, 3-2 to Cretin-Durham Hall, but have a nice couple wins recently, beating rivals Roseville and handing number 1 ranked Stillwater their first loss of the season. It's a big win for White Bear, who just might see the Ponies in the playoffs. These two play in the regular season finale on February 16th in Stillwater.
All right, well, as you can see, our Fab 5 hockey teams have been doing quite well again this year, but they are not the only ones. Some of your Fab 5 basketball teams have also been putting forth noteworthy performances. So with that, we'll switch to our basketball coverage and take a look first at girls Metro East standings.
Yeah, Matabena continues their strong season, undefeated, 6-0 and at the top of the standings. The 7th-ranked Zephyrs are 13-2 overall and led by Emma Grodhaus, 19.6 points per game. Hill Murray have turned their season around in conference play and are tied at 3-3 with fellow Fab Fivers Tartan near the middle of the Metro East. Delaney Runyon leads the way for the Pioneers, scoring 11.3 points per game. Well, that'll do it for the standings. Let's take you to White Bear Lake, where Roseville takes on the White Bear Lake Bears. And Roseville will be up 4-0 early, but Alexa Moline pulls up from the arc to drain a 3, cuts the lead 4-3. Then about 4 minutes in, number 12 Kaya Porter for Roseville drives to the basket to make the shot at the buzzer. The buzzer sounds and teams head to the bench. Kaya thinks head coach Jeff Crosby called a timeout, but as she reaches the bench, Crosby shakes her hand. This was her 1,000th point. Congrats to Kaya Porter from Roseville for the big milestone. I know we have some Raider fans watching on the CTV tonight in Roseville, so congratulations to Kaya Porter. I'll take you back to some action. The Bears are down 17-6 midway through the first half. They go on a bit of run to close out the half, starting with the big shot from number 34, Claire Oldmark. And then we'll see the Bears right here getting a 2-pointer from Alexa Moline, and she would be on fire all game. And this time the Bears get the ball on transition. Let's see if they can tie the game here, and they would with Alexa Moline just drilling one from downtown. She's got a beautiful shot. We'll see if the Bears can take the lead on this possession. And who do they give it to? Alexa Moline. She drains the 3. Nothing but net. Once again, 22-21 now for White Bear Lake. They have the lead, but Roseville would get hot from 3-pointers. As you see, they drill one from right here, and then they would get back-to-back threes. 26, or that would get the score to 29-24 for Roseville. 32-25 right now. And once again, Roseville stays absolutely on fire in the second half, during another three, creating a 9-point lead late in the second with about 10 minutes to go. Unfortunately, Roseville would stay hot, and Roseville wins 49-37 over White Bear Lake. And congratulations to Kaya Porter once again on her 1,000 points.
Yeah, so unfortunate for the Bears as they drop a close one to Roseville. But as we take a look here at the Suburban East standings, we see White Bear now is in fourth. The Suburban East is a really strong conference this year, as both Eastridge and Roseville are ranked in the top 10 of Class 4A. The Bears have a good chance to bounce back, though, this Friday away at lower-ranked Stillwater. That one is going to tip off at 7:15. So that'll do it for girls basketball. Now we'll switch to boys and start our coverage with highlights from our coverage of North St. Paul taking on Hastings in Metro East action.
Yeah, so let's take you to North St. Paul for their game against Hastings. Game was pretty slow to get started, but good news, Kapogle got the team going about 2 minutes into the game with a long three-pointer wide open at the top of the arc. He sinks it to make it 7-2, and then we'll see him off the inbounds pass get the steal. What does he do then? He brings it back for a slam dunk, forcing the Hastings team to take a timeout to recoup. Here, once again, is the dunk. Score is 9-2 at that point. And a couple minutes later, number 4, Bryce Phillips, is a great no-look pass. Number 5, Gary Dixon down low. 11-4 after that one. And then we'll take you midway through the first. North defense gets going as number 12, Michael Geving, would find number 2, Lonnie Thomas, finds the ball. He brings it in for an easy 2 at that point, 18-11 North. And then we'll see another transition bucket after the turnover for number 5, Gary Dixon. Number 3, Jaquaz Towns gets the bucket there, 24-13 North St. Paul. And then we'll take you later on in the half. Number 2, Lonnie Thomas gets another good steal for it. He'll take this one back for an easy layup. North's defense really creating their offense in the first half of this game, scored 26-16. North leading by 10 going into the second half. About 5 minutes in to the second half, North gets a good rebound, gets the ball down the court fast. Alley-oop to Goodnose Kapogle, but a whistle blows. Kapogle really doesn't know what's going on. We'll take a look at it again. Ref says right there, you'll see he hangs on the rim for just a little too long, which gives him a technical foul. A real momentum killer for North. Rules state that a player cannot grasp the basket. Goodnose Kapogle answers with the 3 that creates a big lead for North St. Paul. 50-39 right here. Number 12, Brandon Harrelson hits the three-pointer from the corner for Hastings. They get within 8 points. And then with about 3 minutes left, Good news, Kapogle hit that 3, and then they just shoot lights out from right there as North would put this one away with nothing but dominant play from transition defense. It's a great fast break points. And they'll end this one. We'll end the highlights right here with the 3. Nothing but net. North would take this one 71-44. Now I'll take you to an interview with Goodnose Kapogle right here.
A couple of 3 3-pointers and some good defense. He led the way with 23, and this North team is going to be exciting to see how they, what kind of run they make here down the.
I honestly feel like our defense was good, but it should be better. Last year, I think we were really good defensively. So I think if we worked on defense a little bit more, I think we can get there.
Thing about is when we play Tartan is everybody's hyped. The schools, the community, everybody comes out to watch, and it's just about bringing energy and feeding off your crowd, because that's when everything's at its fullest and everybody just plays with their heart out, and you just can't hold nothing back. It's a rivalry. You got to just keep going.
So nice win there for the Polars. And with that, we'll take a look at some of the Metro East standings for boys basketball, and it's no surprise to see the Fab Five three-headed monster at the top of the standings. Mahtomedi is still at the very top without a loss, getting a big win against Tartan a few games ago. The Titans sit right behind North St. Paul with that one loss, but Tartan and North meet up this Friday at Tartan, and it should be a great game. We were there last year and will be there again this year for this much-anticipated matchup. We're going to also be there for the girls' game before. The girls are set to tip off at 6 with the boys' game right after. Let's also give a shout-out to Fab Fiver Simeon Davis from Hill Murray. The senior is scoring 30.9 points a game for the struggling Pioneers. Davis leads the state in scoring and continues to put up big numbers in a power-packed conference.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at the Suburban East where we see White Bear near the bottom. But the Bears did pick up their first conference win as they rolled over Park 67-49. Sam Schwartz led the way for the White Bear Lake boys, 21 points, and Jack Dannenberg added 19. So nice win for the Bears. And that will do it for stats and standings. We'll get to know some of our Fab Five athletes next. We've got a couple of stars from Mahtomedi Hockey in studio right after the break, so don't go anywhere.
Dancing to me, I think it's the truest form of expression.
I was a dancer since I was 4 years old. I was tripping and I was falling and I didn't even know what multiple sclerosis was.
With the 360 camera, it gives the chance for someone to see what I see, experience what I experience. Have a surprise.
Are you ready for this?
Here we go.
Oh my God. I dream sometimes and I see that. I like the way your arms end. Yay.
I am a veteran, and my victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
I am a veteran. My victory is having a job I can be proud of.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
My victory was finishing my education.
Mine is proving a disability is not a limitation.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
My victory is having my new battle buddy.
As veterans face their challenges, DAV is there to help for victories great and small.
I'm a veteran, and my victory is getting the help I needed to put my life back together.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support.
I am a veteran. My victory is being there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
All right, welcome back. I'm over here in the other studio now, here with some of the stars from the Matamidi hockey team, a couple seniors. Why don't we start off, you guys? Why don't you just introduce yourself and tell us what position you play at Matamidi?
I'm Matt Finale, and I play center.
I'm Colin Moralt, I play defense.
I'm Luke Posner, I play left wing.
I'm Hunter Solomon, and I play right wing.
And when did you guys start playing hockey? Did you guys play any youth together growing up in Matamidi? I know that sometimes that happens with the Matamidi community.
I started since I can remember, like age 3, and then I've been playing with Hunter and Colin for a long time, and then Luke is newer to the community, so not as long, but still through the youth.
And Luke, it said you're new. Where are you coming from?
North Carolina, actually. I moved back in 8th grade, or first year Bantams.
And so did you play hockey growing up in North Carolina?
I was actually born here, and then I moved there, and then I moved back, but they had pretty good hockey there. It's a lot of travel, but...
Sure, yeah, I know some of those places you got to travel a lot to get that competition that we have here in Minnesota. Now skipping ahead, we're going to talk a little bit about Hockey Day Minnesota, kind of one of the reasons we wanted you guys to get in here, a chance to play outside, part of that went down on Saturday at Stillwater. When did you first find out that you're going to be part of the outdoor game as a part of Hockey Day Minnesota, Colin?
Well, there was kind of like a lot of talk, like we thought it was just rumors, and then we found out we were playing probably early in the school year, and then it was just we were trying to figure out who we were playing, so there was a lot of rumors about that. So it was a lot of rumor, and then we finally got the okay from the coach.
And did you have a good sense that you might be a part of it? Was Stillwater hosting? Was that on your radar, Luke, or did it kind of catch you off guard?
I was told that they picked us just because we share a rink and we're kind of close with them, so I assumed that they were going to pick us. I don't know who else they would have picked. So
it's kind of a nice gesture there by the Stillwater. I know you guys are somewhat rivals, but you do share that rink, so very nice. Hunter, have you ever played a competitive game outside? I mean, it might have been a while, but ever played a competitive hockey game outdoors?
It's definitely been a while. It's probably been since like Mites playing on the outdoor rinks in Matamidi.
What about the rest of you guys? Ever play outdoors? North Carolina, probably not so much.
No, I never did.
I'd just say mites too, just little jamborees on the weekends.
Now, did you enjoy it? Did you guys have fun out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience.
A lot of fun.
So let's talk a little bit about leading up to that day as the day got closer. You know, I talked about, okay, it might be kind of a new experience playing outside. What about practice? Did you guys actually get down to that sheet of ice down there at Lowell Park and get a chance to look at some things and maybe test the ice a little bit leading up?
The morning before, we had a 10 a.m. practice, so we got to play at that time, which was nice. Also, with skating on that new ice. So we did get down there the day before.
I know it's kind of a rough weather week leading up to it, Colin. How was the ice on actual game day?
The ice was really nice. So it was refrigerated, so I know when it rained the first period it got a little rough, but from then on it was really nice.
Awesome. Good stuff, guys. Let's move on to that morning of the 21st. You know, you said you had kind of an earlier game. Luke, was there anything different about that game day as to other game days?
I couldn't take my pregame nap because I was just waking up, but no, we were still prepared the same way. Even though we had to go, we got dressed at Stillwater, St. Croix, and then bus down there, which was a little different, but it wasn't that different.
Yeah, didn't have like portable locker rooms there for you guys. Now, did Coach Poschel have any inspiring words before he took the ice that morning, or was it kind of business as usual, Hunter?
I'm sure he had some funny metaphor that he gave for us to help us get focused. I'm not exactly sure. Like, I don't exactly remember what he said, though.
You guys are maybe focused on business at hand there. What was it like having that spotlight on you on one of the biggest days for hockey here in Minnesota?
It was just crazy, and we just tried to soak it in as much as we could because it was, I mean, obviously it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for most of us. So, yeah, we just tried to soak it in. Post just said you can't do anything other than look around and just soak it in because it's once in a lifetime, obviously.
You know, Fox Sports North kind of reaches like 2 million homes in the 5-state area. Did you guys really grasp that, you know, people out of town were able to see you? Did you know anybody out of town, Colin, that got to watch you on TV?
I didn't think about it before the game, but then after the game I looked at my phone and I had gotten a lot of texts from like relatives and family friends from different states and stuff, so it was a lot of fun. It was cool.
Yeah, great. Now, Luke, I know you scored 2 goals. Could you maybe walk us through those goals a little bit? Now, after the first one in the second period, saw you run over to those Matamidi fans, or skate over, I should say. Was it fun having them on hand, and did it add to the atmosphere?
Yeah, I wasn't sure there was going to be a lot of people there for a 10 o'clock game, but it was really cool having the whole student section there chanting, and it was really fun to skate into them and cheer with them or celebrate with them.
As we saw in the highlights, there's some great shots from Fox Sports of the crowd kind of joining in there with you. It looked like everybody was having a good time.
Yeah.
So you got the big win. Congrats. What did you guys do after that the rest of the day? Did you stick around, maybe watch some hockey, or did you go back home, watch it on TV where it was a little bit warmer?
Personally, I think most of us went back and watched the Stillwater game. And then after that, I just went out and hung out with some friends for the rest of the day.
Nice, kind of just taking it easy.
Yeah.
Well, hockey day concluded. You guys got the win against East River Falls. Unfortunately, you ended up losing last night to Stillwater 5-2. Stillwater, obviously a very tough team, ranked in a Class 2A. But you moved through the rest of the season, and let's take a look at your upcoming schedule. You got any games that you're excited about coming up here?
We play Hermantown and Breck in the same week, and obviously those teams both were in the state tournament game last year, so it'll be fun to take them on, and it's going to be very competitive games.
Yeah, both are really talented teams in Class A. Looking towards the postseason, Colin, what are kind of some of your expectations?
I know we've kind of talked all year. We know we're a young team, so we got a lot of learning, and I think we've progressed as the season's gone on. And hopefully we can come out with our best hockey in the postseason and get something done.
All right. And any closing words, guys? We're going to have to wrap it up here in a few moments. Any shout-outs you want to give out? Anything at all?
Shout out the boys. I don't know. Everyone on the team. Shout out Fox.
Nice. I like it. You guys getting used to a little bit more media exposure here now with Hockey Day and everything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cameras pointing at you for the past week. It's getting there.
All right, well, we won't bother you anymore, guys. I want to thank you again for coming in, spending some time with us, and letting us know a little bit more about your experiences with Hockey Day Minnesota. For everyone else out there, I want to thank you again for watching Sports Path. We will see you in 2 weeks when we go live at 7 p.m.
Giving you more, don't stop, tomorrow you're gonna be sore. King of the jungle, you're gonna hit a roar. Kill everything, let the body hit a roar.
Mullen likes to shoot threes though and knocks it down, and we are all tied up at 19. Mullen's gonna throw up another one, that one's good.
Get the intensity higher.
Dulac emerges.
Let's keep the side, desire. Phoenix set the ground fire.